Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Then Sri Sukadev Goswami says to King Parikshit, in front of all the gathered sages on the bank of Ganges, evam etad nigaditam prashtavan yad bhavan mama nunam yan mriyamanana manushyeshu manishinam. You had asked me what one should do when one finds out that he or she has to die. I have answered those questions. The learned have said that those who are wise in human form, they should surrender and be devotee of Lord Krishna and go back to Godhead. But those, then he says, but those who have less intelligence, who are less intelligent, they believe in demigods worship. Because there are many categories of people divided into two, that they are wise people, they are less intelligent people. Wise people, they surrender to Krishna, be his devotee. And those who are not very wise, they are less intelligent, they also be very religious. They go to church, mosque, wherever not they perform ritualistic ceremonies, they worship demigods, they have temples, Shiva, Durga, Murga and all that temples are there. They feel pleased doing all these rituals. They trust. These are the gods. They don't believe in scriptural injunction. So he says, for less intelligent people, I tell you, if they want to become wise, they should worship the presiding priest of heaven called Brihaspati. Those who want excessive sense gratification, they should worship Indra. Those who want progeny, they should worship Prajapati, progenitors. Those who want wealth, they should worship Maya Devi, goddess personified. Those who want money, they should worship Vasus. Vasus are a category of 8 demigods. Those who want to become influential, they should worship Vishwadevata. Vishwadevata is presiding over food. Those who want beauty, vigor, they should worship Gandharvas, heavenly musicians. Those who want nice wife, good wife, they should worship Urvashi, a denizen of heaven, society girl of heaven. Those who want fame, they should worship Yajna Devata. They should perform sacrifice. Those who want good education, sufficient education, they should worship Rudra, Shiva. Those who want have mutual loving affairs with his wife, agreeable, mutual agreement with his wife, they should worship Parvati, Lord Shiva's wife. Those who want liberation, they should worship Vishnu. But doesn't matter what one wants. Everyone should worship Lord Sri Krishna. Akama sarvakamo ma mokshakama udaradhi tibrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Either one is desireful, has unlimited desires, or is desireless. Or he wants liberation from this world or wants nothing, doesn't matter. As a human being, it is their duty to worship unalloyedly, uninterruptedly Lord Sri Krishna. Purusham Param, Lord Sri Krishna. But with full determination, not have gaps. They worship 10 years and go back to Maya, then come back. Not that like that. That does not bring. Then, hearing this, Saunaka Rishi asks, please tell me what more Sukadeva Goswami told King Parikshit. Because spiritual discussion never quenches satisfactorily the thirst for spiritual knowledge. Swāmī Bhāgavato Raja Pandavos Maharata. Bala Kridan Kai Kridan Kṛṣṇa Kīdām Jāja. It is true because Parikshit Maharaj was a born devotee. He was protected when he was in the womb. Not only that, when he was a child, he was playing Kṛṣṇa Leela pastimes. Toys were Krishna's. He would make sand, use mud to make toys of Krishna, like that. And the speaker, Sukadeva Goswami, Vaiyasaki cha Bhagavan Vasudeva Parayana. Wonderful. How nice it is if the Guru is self-realized, the disciple is seriously interested to go back to Godhead. What a combination. Vaiyasaki cha Bhagavan. The Vaiyasaki means Sukadeva Goswami is called Bhagavan, Gurudev Bhagavan ki jai. Is representing God in human form. So he was Vasudeva Parayana. His life was Vasudeva means Krishna. Urugaya Puradera. Satam Syurhi Samagame. Because these two people who are interested in Krishna, their discussion is liberating, he says. Then he says, Sonak further says, Ayur Harati Vaipunsam Udyanasta Chayannasau. The sun rises and sunsets one day, reduces from the remaining duration of life of a person. Tasyarte Kyatkhanonita Uttama Shloka Vartaya is therefore every minute should be engaged in Krishna Katha, Uttama Shloka Vartaya, discussion of the Supreme Lord. Every minute. Because Tarava kim na jivanti, Bhastra kim na swasanti utaha, na khadanti na mehanti kim grame pasavu nare. Just living like an animal or a tree. They also lie because anything that grows and stays produces some byproducts is as a life. Spending life like a tree is not correct. Spending life like an animal, eating, sleeping, sex, and defense is not correct. Because if you have a dog in the house, he also eats and sleeps and produces children. Therefore, this life living like that, animals, is not sufficient. Oh, Parikshit. Swāmī Baraha Ustra Kharai Sansata Purusha Pashuhu. Swa means dog. Vid Baraha means stool-eating hog. Ustra means camel. Khara means ass. These people who are like that, they glorify those people who are not religious, not spiritual. Nayat karnopeto jatu nama gadagraja. Whoever's ear don't like to hear about glories of Krishna, whoever's tongue don't like to repeat names of Krishna, they are like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. Dog is obedient to the master. Being obedient to the family is not sufficient. Dog is against the word God, G-O-D and D-O-G, reverse. Vidvaraha means eater, stool eater. Those who eat food and not offer to God before eating. They are called Vidvaraha. They are like people who are like hogs. They are only interested in eating. Ustra. Ustra means camel. They eat thorns because thorns enter. He eats thorns, then the tongue and side mouth cuts, and then he drinks his own blood, feeling, wow, it's very sweet. Because camel's blood is said to be sweet. So when they have sex, they think I'm enjoying, but actually I'm reducing my life. I'm reducing my energy, but I'm thinking I'm enjoying. So the camel is thinking he is enjoying by eating thorns, but actually is drinking his own blood. So while copulation, person also drinks his own blood in the sense that he's passing all his energy, wasting. Khara means ass, donkey, taking burden of the whole family. What could be worse than this? Thinking maintaining my family, taking care of my family is my duty. It's amazing. Bele batoru krama vikramanye. One should not live like that. Because those ears don't listen about Krishna. They are like holes of snakes. Nasroti karna pute narasya. If ears don't like to listen to Krishna, Krishna katha, person don't appreciate Krishna. Jihva sati tadurikeva gatha. The tongue is like the speaking of tongue. Only worldly matters they speak. They are like the frogs in the rainy season which make sound, useless sound, and invite snakes. Please come and eat me, I am here. At night time, snake cannot see. So, but only goes through the sound and eats them. Jihvasati dadurikeva suto. Nachopa gayanti urgaya gatha. Those who do not sing the glories of Krishna, those who don't chant Hare Krishna, Mahāmaṇḍaleshwar, their sound vibration is like that of frogs in the rainy season who are singing. They think they are beautiful singing. If one starts, then hundreds start. You know, the girls talk worldly talks, and friends are there, and relatives are there, and gather together and have a talk. Fruitless talks and death-inviting talk. Just like a snake is invited by frogs. Those who do not discuss Krishna Katha, only talk worldly things, they are inviting death personified. Om Yamaraj, please come and take me to hell. This is it. Whoever's head does not bow down to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, that head, even though decorated with crowns, is useless. It's like a dead head, dead body. It's a head. Those heads do not take the dust of lotus feet, the dust from the lotus feet of pure devotee, whose head is not decorated with that, cannot bow down to pure devotee. That head is to be considered to be a dead man's head. Therefore, It is very important, Sukadeva Goswami says, to engage the human birth in chanting and hearing about God while doing daily services. As long as we have a body, we got to, for maintenance, we got to work. But that does not mean while working we should forget God. Goal of life should not be forgotten while doing secondary job. Maintaining body is secondary, taking care of the soul is primary. Primary factor should not be forgotten while doing the secondary job. Hearing all this from Sudha Goswami, Sanat Rishi asks, please tell further, because these great devotees, Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj's discussion is very beautiful, very pleasing. Please narrate. We want to hear further. That is devotee's life. Devotee wants to hear more and more about Krishna. Appreciates every day, day and night. Thank you, Krishna, for doing this work. Thank you, Krishna, to making me a devotee. Thank you very much. Gaur Hari.